So I'm going to take a look at one of the reventure videos. Just the start of it here. It says the Phoenix market just flipped, 2025 crash coming.
Folks, if you're looking to buy a house in Phoenix in 2025, you better be very, very careful because this market is trending down and trending down fast.
So here we are, another week in the Arizona real estate market. Today's video, we're going to go through some market data, going to give you an update on what I'm seeing in my transactions right now and where the market is heading into this hot summer season in Phoenix. So the market overall is pretty slow right now. We're seeing a lot of price reductions in our transactions. As we know, people have been a lot tougher during the home inspections. Now we just went into a transaction in McCormick Ranch in Scottsdale where the buyer asked for a 15-day due diligence period. Now this particular buyer is in commercial real estate and he's used to a 20 to 30, 50, 60-day due diligence period. So he's just being a little more overcautious. He wants to make sure he's not putting his earnest money at risk, which we really don't have a big problem with that in Arizona. As a representative of a seller, it's not a good sign when a person comes in and they're talking about their earnest money right off the bat. And the reason that is because many people are not committed to the property. We want a buyer that really wants that property. It's going to be their dream home, their home for the next 5 to 10 years. So it's always a little bit of a red flag, but in the current market conditions, my clients were willing to accept that. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at a couple transactions that I'm involved in right now and how it's affecting my clients. So right now, I've been doing open houses in Gainey Ranch. It's a really nice community in Scottsdale. It's kind of central Scottsdale. It is a guard-gated community. It's got a beautiful private golf course. And here's what just happened in the last few weeks. Now, my property is listed at $1,795,000. It's around 3,200 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, but it is a 2-story home. And it's on the golf course. See, that's a big deal for some people. If people are going to buy into a golf course community and they can afford it, you're going to pay a premium, but they want to be on the course. Now, they don't want to get hit by golf balls, which is what's great about the property that we have listed. The green is about 100 yards away from this backyard. So you're never going to get a golf ball in this backyard. But here's a property that's on the market. It's $1,550,000. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath, 3,019 square feet. Now this would be something that most people would want to come and look at when they're coming to look at our property. In other words, they're going to come into this community if this is where they want to be, and they're going to look at multiple properties when they come in. An agent showed our property this last week, and the couple coming in from Seattle, and they wanted to look at 10 properties while they were here. That's a lot of properties, and you can't even remember what you looked at. But anyway, let's take a look at this one. So it's right here. It's in Gainey Ranch. Now there's a main area of Gainey Ranch and then there's a few subdivision parts that are just outside of the main gates, and those are also gated communities, but they're not guard gated like the main community. They're only priced now at $515 or $513 a square foot. It's on a 9,000 square foot lot. So now let's take a look at the pricing strategy they have. They put it on the market in March of 2025. They listed it for $1,775,000. So we're listed at $1,795,000. Not even 30 days later, they dropped the price to $1,650,000. So that's 7% price reduction. Now, beginning of May, they dropped the price another $100,000. So now they're at $1,550,000. So my clients are sitting here at $1,795,000. They are on the golf course, which is an advantage, and they're in the main part of the community, which for some people is a big deal. Now, one thing I can tell you right now is people are being really picky, and while I'm doing these open houses, I'm not getting as many people from inside of Gainey Ranch that are looking for a home. And the reason being is there's a lot of snowbirds in this community. This is a second home community for a lot of people. So those people are gone. So for people that aren't really familiar with what this community offers, they're not going to be willing to pay as much to buy a home in here, and they're not going to be as aggressive to purchase a home in here. If they're just looking at a home in Scottsdale from 1.5 to 2 million, they may find another place that works better for them. So most likely I'm going to take this property off the market for the rest of the summer, starting in June, and I'll put it back on mid-October when more of the people are back here. Let's take a look at another one. Here's a typical typical $300,000 property in Phoenix. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. Now it's a little small at 1332 square feet. It's got a nice looking lot. It's small, the small lot. It's built in 1971, which isn't that old for the Phoenix area. It's listed at $246 a square foot, which is below what most homes are selling for in the greater Phoenix market right now. And I can see, when I look at the property history here, I can see that they originally listed the property in November of 2024 for $375,000. Then later in the year, the next month, they dropped it to $368,000. Then in December of that year, 2024, they dropped it to $365,000. Then they kept it on the market. In January, they dropped it to $355,000. Then in February, they dropped it to $349,000. They dropped it again in April to $345,000, and now they've dropped it down in May to $328,000. And the sad part is the property is still not selling. The property is still available for sale. I mean, the yard looks nice, the interior looks nice. I just can't see why these homes aren't selling. Well, one reason is for people buying a home in this price range, interest rates are very important. And in the last week, we've seen interest rates go back up to 7%. And for some people, they're going to be paying over 7% for the interest rates. And I can find more of these examples throughout the Phoenix market right now. Thanks for watching today. Take a look at some of our other videos. Have a great day.